Warning, explicit content. Blood, guts, swearing, lots of bad words. Adult themes. No nudity, though. Lots of violence. Did I say violence? Viewer's discretion is advised. Welcome back, and I hope you guys are ready for another exciting episode of Pathfinders Wrath of the Righteous. Of course, we're going to be screaming, yelling at the dice roller, and just generally being like, "Argh!" But, you know, it's all in good fun. So let's enjoy the story. Let's kill some monsters, do some dungeons, and see what comes next. So let's go and hop into it. Hey, wow, man, welcome back. Whew, it's been a while. So get you caught up. Haven't done too much since we last talked. We are about to mess with a dragon. Same red dragon that we hired Grimbor to help us kill. So we are in the area where we're going to ambush it. So, like normal, let's go ahead and get our buffs up and get the ball rolling.
Practice makes perfect.
Because we have a lot of fighting to do.
No time for idling. Friendship lasts forever.
Okay, and evil on myself. He got it. Bear's endurance. Let's get him his strength.
Friendship lasts forever.
Friendship does last forever. Oh, I don't need heroism on the main character because I'm Zada. Always forget about that. Oh. And we leveled. Got to level Bully Breed. Get this boy to level 11. Okay. So we want to get him Indomitable Mount. That way when he fails saves, once per round, it'll use her mobility skill instead of, or let it roll mobility instead of just eating the failure. So that'll help overall.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Okay, Bard is done. Cleric. Actually, a lot of this stuff won't matter. Gonna go ahead and hit her with that, and yourself with that. Alright, give Bully Breed his buff to strength and con. We're gonna save, and let's go ahead and do this ambush. Greybor meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the results. The talon-like hooks of several collapsed spikes protrude from his pack. The dwarf produces a small, tightly wrapped bundle from his pocket, and its pungent smell fills your nostrils. Come here. This is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. Let's light as many fires as we can, so she thinks there's a whole caravan staying here overnight. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey. Evu, I do know that... Oh my goodness. I do know there are some mean, angry dragons around, says Evu. Some of them even eat the small, nice ones, or so I heard. Anyway, I will fight like a beast, and I'll even grow like one too. This wicked old dragon won't eat me. Let's get started. The dwarf nods his approval. He is calm and composed as he readies himself for battle, but his eyes shine with excitement. This is gonna be a fine ambush. Oh, I didn't do my resist fire. Oh no, I did it already. Because this dragon will ambush you as you're traveling. And she'll usually stick around for 3 rounds, or if you beat the crap out of her, she'll run. Okay, everyone is saddled up. Let's go ahead and drop a haste. And let's get in on it. And this dragon does have a pretty high AC. She's got a 40. So you're going to want to do things like prayer. Didn't overcome spell resistance. Your melee fighters are probably going to have the easiest time hitting with their feats to like outflank and stuff. Alright, go ahead and get Good Hope. Or not Good Hope, but Fortune on the main character here. Do I have turned on for Sacred Weapon? What? Flaming? Pretty sure she's immune to fire. Immunities: poison, death, ability scored, damage, drain, fire. No other resistances. Okay, let's turn on some frost.
Away, you rascal.
Alright, turn that off, and we're going to move past and then attack. Try and spread us out a little bit. So not everybody's gonna eat this dragon, and this dragon actually is weird. She's a shit. Oh, apparently my shit wore off. Uh-oh. Well, I will do that next round. Oh shit, my archer actually hit a couple of times. Alright, boyo. Go, Ibu! Yeah, there we go. You will regret this. I will remember you. We will meet again. Well done. The wound is deep, so she'll lose a lot of blood after her. So the idea was to get her to bleed and then get to her, follow her to her lair. We will save, and we will probably have to rest. Well, we definitely will have to rest before we fight her again. Get all my spells slots back, and make sure that I do fire. Day 15, month Kuthana, year 4715. The ground is covered in fresh blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette. Day 15, month Kuthana, year 4715. The ground is covered in fresh dragon blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette soars high up into the night sky and heads east, doubtless toward her lair. The assassin gives the commander a thumbs up. Trying to breathe my spit. Don't try, it doesn't work very well. And throws his pack over his shoulder. The ambush was a success. Serious loss of blood, though not fatal, causes the dragon's heart to compensate by contracting more rapidly in order to oxygenate the muscles. This makes it more difficult for her to breathe and weakens her wing capacity. The lack of oxygen then leads to convulsive seizures that force the dragon to descend for short rests. It takes her the entire night to travel the distance she could normally cover in a few hours. It's the burial ground. I think she heads back this way. Ah, yeah. Bloody Trail. 22 hours. Random encounter on the way. Let's fight. Let's get to fighting. Ah, a couple of ash giants. And some spiders. Boom! Chunky salsa. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna rest here. You're gonna help with watch, my friend. And plus 21. Midnight soup. Cursed pilaf. Skullberry pie. We can do 14 of these, so I gotta be careful. But it will be good. No, you can't scribe scrolls. Who does my scrolls? Is it him? Nope. Haha, that's the guy supposed to be doing it. Okay. I need to get him some skill focus for his knowledge world. There we go.
I've traveled some distance fulfilling this contract, but it's still better than doing a job for some jealous cuckold of a grocer whose wife's been a little too neighborly with the fellow next door. What? Sure, I took jobs like that when I was green. A man's gotta start somewhere.
That's too funny. Alright, so we have fast healing 1 for the day. Not that it's going to make a huge difference in an encounter overall, but it is a benefit in the long run. Between fights.
Adventures are exciting.
Primarily is where you're going to really get that benefit. Okay, how many hours do we have left? 32 minutes. So, alright, we're going to do... Actually, no, we're not going to do any serious buffage. I don't think the next location is the location. But we'll see. Because we should be able to buff before the actual fight itself. Hopefully. And we'll save before we enter. I definitely recommend on higher settings. Definitely save a lot. Day 16, month Kuthana, year 4715. Dark splotches of dried blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predatory instinct of the hunt. Everything nearby is splattered in blood, as if a battle took place here, or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet, this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulfurous odor indicates that this is the blood of a rare, fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to make a perception check, personally examine the trail. Having examined the blood, the commander points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere among the mountain gorges. The dwarf, who's been watching her, nods in approval. He seems impressed by the commander's tracking skills. Artisan's Tower has been revealed. Someone is on the road. Get ready. Day 16, month Kuthana, year 4715. The commander and her followers are traversing the mountains, trying to track down the female woundworm that has lately been wreaking havoc around Dresden. The dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of a cliff and points down to the ruins of a tower built upon the rock 300 feet below. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare build a tower down there, so close to the demons? Why would they erect it here, at the bottom of a canyon? An expert analysis of the tower structure provides the answers. Numerous features in its design indicate that the building dates back to the golden age of the Aslanti Empire. It is several times older than the World Wound and was originally constructed on top of a mountain before the Cataclysm changed everything. The tectonic plates shifted, causing the tower to sink to the bottom of a newly formed canyon, and the mountains rose up around it like jaws of a predator, ready to snap shut and bury it beneath the rocks forever. So, the Zelani Empire, you can even come in here, which I really like. I've mentioned before, I really like they kind of put hyperlinks for some of this stuff. But Zelani Empire is one of 2 empires that were destroyed by Earthfall in the year minus 5293. The other empire that was destroyed was the Thessalonian Empire, or Thassalon. We will continue, though. The ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages, barely visible amidst the steep cliffs. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. The dwarf signals that it is time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits into 2 directions. On the left is a rocky ledge, dangerously narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path covered in overgrown brambles and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some of which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorientation, vomiting, hearing and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. The commander assesses the risks and chooses the steep, dangerous path to the left. The commander decides to take the path to the left, which descends steeply down at a dangerous angle. The loose stones along the ledge are treacherous and unstable, and one wrong step could cause a rock slide. This is a task for either a person of outstanding acrobatic talent or someone attentive and cautious. Whoever leads the way will take on the greatest risk. The commander, we have mobility or knowledge world. We're going to go with mobility, because it's our highest, sends her most agile companion to lead the way. At plus 20. Predictably, the path that's been chosen is full of dangers. Holy Melee makes a dangerous leap, dislodging the stones beneath her feet. She comes dangerously close to falling, and teetering precariously before managing to regain her balance. Having witnessed such a near tragedy, her companions watch their step more carefully, and the party navigates the remainder of the perilous trail without further incident. The path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed this section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds for those brave enough to attempt the crossing. The commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with a rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. The dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb down the mountain cliff, they will be able to get back onto the path and avoid the dangers ahead. The commander, let's see, athletics 29 or mobility 27. Now we're going to do mobility because, you know, we know that the dice roller likes to roll sub 10. And needing to get at least a 7 is much better than needing to get a 9. Orders the most agile of her companions to carefully lead the party down the slope using ledges and footholds. We succeeded. Good. The commander and the companions descend lower and lower, leaping from one ledge to another. Thanks to her combat expertise and presence of mind, Holy Melee does not panic or make a single mistake. She skillfully leads her followers across the treacherous terrain, and eventually they reach a secure rock ledge. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circle ominously overhead. Their beak morphology indicates their carnivorous nature, and their large size suggests they consider those climbing down the cliff to be prospective prey. It is common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack the commander. The commander gives the order to
one save scum later.
And we have safely made it down.
Smile,
Now we
goes
get
a long way.
to... Everyone's mounted. Alright,
Adventures are exciting.
buffing. As this is going to lead into probably one of the more tough encounters in this area.
The world is full of wonder.
Because
Adventures are exciting.
this is a pretty nasty dragon.
The odds are against us. I like
Is there
that.
trouble?
Of course there's trouble. We don't need to see invisibility.
A simple smile goes a long way.
But yeah, if you're playing on harder, also if you're playing on harder difficulties, get ready to buff. Lots and lots of buffs. Otherwise, you will not have the attack bonuses to hit the broadside of a barn. Because that barn is going to have natural bonuses to AC just for the difficulty alone.
I'll use my sharp nails instead.
He doesn't get bigger. That's interesting. Interesting communal. Okay. Almost done. I lied, I'm not almost done. Greater magic weapon. It is not a evil outsider. Gonna go ahead and save, double check
time for
buffs. I believe that is all of it. That's my Sirocco.
Friendship lasts forever. Friendship lasts forever.
Ready to serve.
Is there trouble?
Of course there's trouble. We're buffing before we fight a dragon, you nerd. Alright, we're gonna save. That's about Hurricane Bow. I don't expect her to hit too much. Archers kind of get a tough break in this because they can't benefit. Well, they can benefit from some of the teamwork feats. Outflank has an interesting interaction in this game. So I would definitely say try and get outflank on your archers if you can. Oh, I didn't pre-haste. Shit. Oh well, we should be fine. Let's try and get as close as we can to the dragon without making any noise. Then we'll take it by surprise. Greyboar whispers approvingly. We've crept up on the toothy old lizard without her noticing us. It's a pleasure to work with real professionals. Let's get a little closer so we can attack when she least expects it. The dragon looms over an old elf. Her vicious teeth bared in an angry snarl. You recognize his face. He is called the Storyteller. No, that's where he is. I know you're in league with those little parasites who wounded me. They sent you to spy on me. They thought I wouldn't crave the crunch of your old bones. Ha! You were wrong. I've always had a special liking for the taste of elven flesh, but I do love to play with my food. What can you offer me in exchange for your pathetic life? Perhaps I won't kill you if you manage to impress me. The storyteller is pale as a ghost, but he stands strong and doesn't lose his nerve, though his voice trembles slightly as he speaks. A story. Stories are all I have, but some of them are priceless, more valuable than any treasure. This I can offer you in payment. Stealth. Stay quiet and wait for the right moment to attack. I have a particular item on me. Its precious owner was quite sinister, so I think you'll appreciate this story. The storyteller produces a small bundle from his bag. He opens it to reveal a golden signet ring. As he holds it up to his shaking hands, the old man's voice suddenly changes. His tone grows shrill and angry. taking on an exaggerated quality as if doing a mocking imitation of someone else. Everything in this throne room is so cheap and vulgar. Jamandi Eldori knows nothing about luxury. Another sorry provincial excuse for an aristocrat. And yet, I still must bow my head and smile politely at these sword-wagging half-wits. These poor souls have never known anything more than luxurious in their life. Then this rural parody of a palace. I must convince them that I am at their mercy. Ha! Soon they will all beg me for mercy, but I'll see that they're given none, for my name isn't Tartuccio. And look at these foolish idiots who want to become a baron. What a parade of louts. A whining, bumbling bore. More beard than face. I feel personally attacked about that. Who drones on and on. An insolent, unwashed wench carrying around a dull gardening tool as her weapon of choice. An undead sadist carrying an endless amount of emotional baggage from her childhood. She's actually alright, to be fair. But as for the infuriating halfling who never shuts up. How I long to take that little journal of hers and shove it into her blabbering mouth, so she'll choke on it and be quiet. A worthless creature who clings on like a limpet to someone far more important. My greatest rival, a dark horse. Well, consider this entire performance dedicated to you. The elf is out of breath, and his diminishing voice becomes harder to discern. Stealth, continue to wait for the right moment. This night will be long and bloody. The mercenaries will storm the palace and kill this useless rabble, hopefully starting with all my rivals. But they won't touch me, for I possess token of immunity, a ring with King Vareti's personal coat of arms. After all, it is I who must lead the expedition into the Stolen Lands, not for stupid titles or glory. Oh no, ha! Imagine becoming that fool Jamandi's bootlicker until the end of your life. No, my precious, witless little soldiers will procure something a lot more valuable than a barony in the middle of nowhere. Something precious is hidden in the Stolen Lands, a wooden sword created by someone who is truly powerful. Nothing like the pathetic scraps of metal worn by these pompous Eldori simpletons. No, it is a true instrument of fate. It's a pity I don't know how to use it myself, but King Iraveti will pay me an obscene amount of money for it. Fortunate enough for an eternity of endless debauchery, not to mention the little bonus he'll give me for Jamandi's venture collapsing like a house of cards. Merely a trifle, really. Barely buys you a palace in Absalon. And then, oh, Calistria, this stinkpot with a sword has started flapping her jaws again. Why can't she just shut up? Her manners are worse than a kobold's. Be careful now, Tartuccio. Don't let anything slip about Jamandi. I hope this loudmouth gets stabbed tonight. The storyteller's voice grows louder and sharper. It's not like you're being kept prisoner. If you don't want to wait, you can always return to the mountains or whatever other place you crawled out from. I especially advise you to do so if you don't know who Eldori sword lords are. The dragon keeps quiet. Finally she speaks, her voice loud and demanding. How interesting. What happened next? Greybor tenses, ready to spring. He wastes no words. She's thinking. She's distracted. Attack now. Attack the dragon. At last, a worthy opponent. Witness my prowess in battle. Gorum, I dedicate this victory to you. Oh. The intoxicating scent of blood fills your nostrils, and its metallic taste lingers on your tongue. Gorum has heard your prayer. You must not disappoint him now. Interesting. The dragon turned towards you in astonishment. What? You again? You sent this miserable dotard to distract me with his chatter while you sneak up on me?
They choose to stand against me?
Alright, turn-based, because she tough. Alright. I'm gonna have to rotate a little bit. Go ahead and move the archer in. With her 40 AC. I mean, her touch AC is Duke, so if you have a blaster, that get past her fire immunity, that's pretty good.
Away, you rascal!
I need someone out there. Greybor, you're slow because you're a dwarf, and we don't have haste. Very nice. All right. You need to move there. He gets past fire resistance. But I need to protect the main character. I will Evil Eye her AC next round. And here comes Fire Breath, which I don't have. And we're going to delay everyone past the haste. Okay. Let's get it. I do need to put... Oh, nice. Actually got a hit. Do need to get the outflank on the archer, though. Oh, shit. Crit for 171.
And just like that, the episode for today is over. The narrator's a little tired. You gotta give him some props for, you know, going at it. But thank you for hanging out and watching Pathfinders Wrath of the Righteous. Hopefully you guys had fun. So if you did, do the thing. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share it. The link for the previous episodes and next episodes should be in the descriptions, unless they are not out yet. If you want them early, you could always beg for them in the comments, maybe. Tell me your favorite part of each episode. Let me know you guys are enjoying it. And with that, I will let you guys get back to your day, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for hanging out.